Alright, so when you get to week 5, day 2, you're going to see a protractor. And if you did the first assignment, you should have already one cut out from when you did the with me. Front, the very top for week 5, day 1. So once you cut it out, I'm going to give you a hint. You need to see how it is notched out right here. It needs to be notched out there. So if it's alright, so then once you get that, you're going to do the same thing that you have been doing this whole time, which you're going to select some of your data from really don't matter because the only thing you're picking is the percentages. So if there was one that where I didn't get a color, I might not pick that one. So I don't even think that's possible. But anyway, so I'm going to pick one of these that might be interesting to graph. I'm going to pick this middle one. So that means I need these percentages and these numbers. So it says right in here, how many, I also looked at how many I had, and this one goes up to 28, and I don't have that on mine. So for my pink strawberry, so I'm going to put my labels down here, pink, strawberry or pink, and then orange is orange, yellow, lemonade, then I have purple or grape, and then I have sour apple. Okay, so now, oops, sorry. Now that I put my colors down here, I'm just going to count out. So for my pink right here, it says I have 16. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to put that mark there. And then for my orange, I had 17. One more than that. Yellow was 19. Purple is 13. And green was 8. I have to say though, those ones were super fatties. As far as like being big, they just were huge. Maybe I shouldn't say fatties, but they were huge. They were like this big. Anyway, alright, so then I'm going to color in my graph. Using my color pencils or shading it in with a pencil. So strawberry, orange, lemon, and just so you know, I would want to leave these colors out because I'm going to use them for this pie chart as well. So don't put them up. Kind of looks blue, but I'm fine. Sour apple. Green to green, green. Alright, now that I have that, I've kept my colors aside for my pie chart. now I'm going to say it's going to ask me some other questions. It says, what is the range data? So the biggest number minus the littlest. So the biggest is 19 and the littlest is 8. And that's 11. Middle. That means you would put them in order. So 8. 17. Mode. My other one's been on this one. All numbers added up divided by 5. So what was the average number of each nerd that we had? So I do 8 plus 13 plus 16 plus 17 plus 9. So in my head, 7 and 3 is 10. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. And then I would have the 6, and so 6 plus 8 is 14. So we have 40 plus 14 is 54 plus 9. 54 plus 9 would be 63 divided by 5, which gets you a total of 12 and 3, 12. 3/5, sorry. Outlier. Is there any number that really lies outside? I'm going to say no. Not for my data. Now, this is the part that gets interesting. Okay, so remember, when you're doing your data on your pie graph, you always start from your center part of your circle. And finding your center, I mean, there's a lot of ways to go about this, but this is a 7 centimeter circle, so half of 7 is not 4, because that would be 8, but 3.5. So if it's 3.5 that way, and I don't know if you saw this, but I actually had this center marked. And I need to have my straight edge, and so I'm going to make a straight line for my first angle. And after that, it should be fairly easy. Okay, so I cut out my protractor, and now I need to turn all of my percentages right here for my graph into a pie graph. So I'm going to just put my percentages over here. So pink equals 22%, 4.22. Put the decimal because we need a decimal number. We also have, so orange equals 17, which got us to 23%. Then we had yellow, which was 19 total, but would turn that into percentage, which should equal 26%. And then we have my grape, and my grape on my other page was 18. 4.18, and then my apple was 11%, which makes sense. Okay, now we have to find how much of this pie each of these percentages is, and all you have to do is you take this decimal and multiply it by 360, and that's going to equal the degree. Because 360, how many degrees are in a circle? So when I multiply that number, so here's my calculator. I'm going to take the number 0.22, which is my 22%. I'm going to multiply by 360 degrees, the number of degrees in a circle. Holy smokes, wrong number. Point times 360. Anyway, I saw what it was. I don't know if you saw that. 0.22 times 360. 79 degrees. And I am going to round up or down. So this is, I'm going to round down because it's under 5. So this is 79. Next, 23 hundredths times, how many degrees in a circle? 360, which gets us to 82. 3. Times how many degrees in a circle? 360. 93 degree angle. But remember, I'm rounding up, so because that's bigger than a 5, this is going to make it 94. Hundredths times 361, 11% times 360, 39.6, which is 40%. All right, now you take you're just gonna put your center point here on the center, make sure the 0, almost like a, and then you're gonna put your, and I'm gonna go right about paper protractor, and I will connect these said dots. Dot line. Dot line. Owns the dot line. And that means that this is 2%, 83 degrees. Put my center point on here. Kind of upside down, so it's a little awkward. Find the number 83 and put your mark. Take your straight edge from your protractor. Which is 65. Grave. And that means that this 11% that's left is my apple. And you know, if I put this over here to just check, it would go here, and then you, and look at that. I'll talk to you in a little bit.